Hello, this is Gus, your private chef. Today we're going to do two nice recipes because it's summer and everybody likes doing barbecue. We're going to do something very easy and simple. We're going to make some very nice hamburgers. So you can enjoy them with your family, with your kids, with your friends, have a cold beer with it, and enjoy the sunshine. Also, I'm going to do a very quick and easy recipe with, we're going to use some gnocchi with pesto sauce and Parmesan cheese. Easy and simple. You can go with as a side dish with meats, with fish, with everything. So, we're going to start with the gnocchi. So what we do, we have a small pot here. The gnocchi, I didn't make it. We're going to make it in the future. It's very easy and simple, but you can also buy it. I always buy fresh, not the dry one, the fresh one, because it tastes a lot better. So we're going to start with water. We put lots of water, and we're going to put lots of salt. Every time we make pasta, make sure you put enough salt so the water tastes like a sea water. And then we're going to put salt on it. And we're going to turn it on. Then we're going to turn it on high medium, and we're going to leave it there until it starts boiling, and then we're going to put in the gnocchi. So now, the other one we're going to do is we're going to do the burger, and I'm using some ground pork. You can use half and half, or more pork than beef, or more beef than pork, whatever you like. And of course, you can find the recipe right in my recipes, Gus's famous burgers. Okay, nice medium. You don't need lean, you need medium or chuck. Chuck is the one has got some really, it's got some fat in there, about 30%, but it's a good fat from prime rib. And it's a very, very good quality of meat that you can use. And it tastes a lot better than the regular one. So we'll put those ones together in here. We're going to spice them up, but before we do that, we need a blender, and what we're going to do, we're going to blend in the onion that we're going to be using, the garlic, and whatever the recipe says, but you can put more or less, depends. Some people like garlic, some people don't. And I'm going to put a tomato in there. The tomato, what it does, it makes it very moist and also gives a very good taste to the hamburgers. If you don't have tomato, you can use some ketchup. It's even more flavorful. And we're going to blend them all together. So we're going to use some spices. Some are dry spices, but also you have some fresh ones. When you have fresh, like this is a mint, or you might have now summertime, basil, oregano, thyme, fresh, or any time. So you can put them inside the blender, but if they're dry, you're just going to put them right on top of the meat. So I'm going to use this one as a fresh. I'm going to put it in the blender, and I have all my dry ones. I'm going to put it right on the meat. So we put all the leaves only. Not the stems, because the stems they're bitter and also hard. Okay. So the water start boiling. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put in the gnocchi. The gnocchi, as you know, it's made out of potatoes and flour. You can put egg if you want. And one thing I forgot to tell you in the beginning, always when you do pasta, put some olive oil in the water so they don't stick together. So I'm gonna put the gnocchis right in there. And we gotta make sure we stir them a little bit. We're not gonna put the lid on because as soon as they start boiling, they're gonna start coming up. When they floating on the top of the water, that means they're ready. And then we're gonna just drain them and put the sauce and everything else. So blend all the tomato, the onion, and the vegetables, like I mean the fresh mint in there. So I'm gonna pour everything right in here, and as you see, this became like almost like a soup. But that's what we want, and we want it in order to give a nice and moist texture to our hamburgers. So I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Don't put too much salt because you have the feta too. I'm gonna put some oregano. I'm gonna give a little bit fresh parsley, well, dry parsley or fresh, whatever you have. A little bit basil. You put a little bit mustard, either dry mustard, or you can use wet mustard, whatever you have. A little bit of thyme. And the last thing, a little bit of pepper. So we're going to stir all this together, and then we're going to add the feta. Here our gnocchi start coming up, so it's ready. So we're going to let it boil for another minute, and then we're going to drain the water, and we're going to put the sauce. And what the sauce is, it's pesto sauce that you can make it, and you can find the recipe, or you can buy pesto sauce. And I put half and half with some mayonnaise. So one part of pesto sauce, one part of mayo. So it gives a little bit richer taste to the pasta. And then on top of it, we're going to put some fresh Parmesan cheese and mix it all together. So gnocchi is ready, already boiled. We're going to drain that, drain the water. After it's all drained, transfer it into a bowl, or you can leave it in there if you want. Okay. And we're going to use, I mixed here the pesto sauce with some mayo, like I told you. And we're going to put some nice Parmesan cheese as well. This should be enough. together. Oh, that smells amazing. Tastes really good. Look at that. Amazing, amazing. Tastes so good, I want to eat it all. So, you can use that as a side. All right, like I said. And next, we're going to do the burgers. So, our side dish is ready. Like I said, it smells excellent and it's ready to go. And now we're going to do the hamburgers. We're going to put the feta in there too. About 200 grams of feta I'm putting. And if you go on www.cookwithgas.ca, you're going to see the detailed recipe right in there. Okay. How much to use of each item and everything else. And now I'm going to mix it. Hamburger's on. It's on a high heat. My son saw my hamburger and mommy's, and he made me to make them all the same. So we'll make them all smaller. I'll have to listen to him. Here's the box. Right, we'll make them all smaller, and when we put them on, we turn down the heat a little bit. So here we are, all done, nice, juicy, as you can see. And fantastic.